No, not right now, cat. What's up, folks? Just realized my mic wasn't muted because I heard I did the chip ruffling sounds and saw the mic levels moving, I think. So I think you maybe could hear that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the mic wasn't coming through OBS. Either way, I'm here. We're here because of this right here. We are three-handed in the mini super high roller. This is one of the last trophy events here in the series, and we've got a chance to win it. Now, this player to our left might have something to say about it. They've got 95 big blinds, but we've been battling here for a while on the last few tables. We're going to see if we can bring it home. We've got $720 locked up, which, because I had assistance from BetRivers on the $500 high roller, that's essentially my buy-ins for today. So we've turned the day from way down into break even, and now a potential trophy chance if we can spin here. We're 2 of 3 currently. We'll check. We'll bluff ISO hands like this sometimes, but we're gonna check this one. And we'll just give up on the flop. But yeah, we're also still in the we're in the $5 turbo PKO 6 max where we've locked up $3.99 plus like 1 bounty, I think. See if they bully us over a limp here. They don't choose to. Check. We've got a flush. They apparently don't, or they have a much lower, or they have an even lower heart. They did not have a flush. They just had a pair of jacks. Let's raise the ace-3. Take it down. Loving here on river with king jack. Nobody's bet the whole way through here. We'll take it down. We might have been bluffing best hand, but here we see a raise from the chip leader and a 3-bet. We've seen this chip leader go pretty ham pre-flop sometimes, but they've had big hands. They are going to jam here and put Gabriella at risk. Three-handed. This would be worth a $264 ladder for us if it gets the elimination. Gabriella's going to fold. Or 3-bet in the $5 PKO with pocket queens. Fair calls. Flop is jack high. We'll bet the flop. We'll jam the turn with our overpair. Hoping not to run into a set. Ace-7. We double up in the $5 PKO. Here we see ace-5 trying to hunt the pocket tens. If we see an ace, diamond, or 8. Now not an ace because they turned a set. An 8 would have brought a chop then. Yeah, that was a really bad turn card, obviously, giving that player a set. We're back to 3 of 3 here. This is, in fact, another trophy event. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Check. Hmm. We're gonna choose to bluff some river cards here. We're just gonna we're just gonna stab here, take it down. We were gonna choose to bluff some like river card hearts, aces and nines because we block queen jack, things like that. But they just fold, so we don't have to go into the administrations of what we were gonna bluff because we don't have to. With the semi bluff, got it done. Good luck to you to take down the tournament. I hope I do, my friend. But it's been a good series and a good night. It was not a good stream earlier, but it's been a good night now, regardless. Now that we've turned it around. I hope we do take it down, though, as we see a raise on the flop and Gabriella folds. Remove tables in the $5. I do want to get into these $3 and $30 curtain calls, too, and they're hypers, so we should just register them, I think. I sort of wish they weren't running right now because we are on the final table, and I want to focus up, but at the same time, I don't want to like get too late late at all, really, into a hyper. Just gonna fold to the raise here. We got 6-5-0. Sorry, I am my tables are stealing focus all over the place. Hold on, this guy jammed. Stealing focus as I try to get them into position. Sorry. This is the $30 curtain call. I wish it was still the main event. We are not still in the main event. 56G. $30 curtain call. And then this is S and 3. Blind versus blind battle here. 8 on the turn. There's a barrel from the chip lead. Some straight draws get there. 5-6, 6-10, 10 jack. On this turn, Gabriella just calls. The river doesn't complete anything, so it's very likely, I would say extremely likely, the best hand on the flop is the best hand, or the best hand on the turn is the best hand on the river, and the best hand on the turn is Jack 10, which is what Gabriella has. And chip lead changes hands. 4-5 just going ham with the bluff on 7-9 deuce 8-3. Wow, just a bit cray cray right there. That's a bit of a wild one. $30 curtain call. We flop flush draw. River a flush. They fold. We'll fold our queen 7. We raised here over a limp with ace king of diamonds. Flop comes 9-8, a single diamond. They bet 1 big blind into the 12.4 big blind pot we call. They bet 1 big blind again, and we call again. They bet 6 big blinds. Finally, it's a somewhat significant sizing, and we do fold river here. This player calls, though. King 6, just blasting away. Okay. Interesting little line there with King 6 on that particular board. A lot of chips in the middle again in the mini super high roller. We are not involved with our Queen 7. Raise, a c-bet, a barrel from Shiloh. Gabriella calling down, and now Shiloh does relent and check the river. We'll see what Gabriella decides to do. Checks back. They both have busted hearts, and the 10 kicker plays. That's amazing. Insane. Shiloh doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, and the 10 kicker plays. Wow. Just wild. Oh, Shiloh didn't like me laughing at him. Didn't like me laughing at him. We limp fold the Jack 5. This is kind of like I want to make a hand against the Maniac, but we also we don't. I mean, we do mind because it makes it way worse for our contention for a trophy. We don't horribly mind if this Maniac just punts to the chip lead and we ladder up $264. You know, I want the trophy, but I also kind of don't want to dial up the variance to we don't want to go crazy here. Shiloh's all in. Actually gets the fold here, which is unfortunate. I mean, I kind of wanted to see the elimination. Now we do sort of need a double if the stacks stay where they are, obviously. We'll check the Queen 4 suited. It doesn't seem too aggressive blind versus blind, which we're a fan of. We'll bet flop when they check to us. All right, we can fold here for sure. Ace 10 will raise. Get it right on through. It's a big raise. Jesus Christ. I'm just going to fold. I don't need to be playing a 7 big blind pot with ace 3, okay? Maybe I'm crazy, but they haven't raised much pre at all. And that's larger than it should be raise sizing. So maybe that's an insanely nitty fold, and we have to defend every ace X pre, if no matter what sizing they've decided to choose or whatever. But we're gonna take a different tack there, at least for that one. If that proves to be their standard raise sizing, then that's a different matter. But it hasn't so far. All right, raise. They flat. We're exiting here with our ace 4. I have a feeling Shiloh is too sticky in these spots. Does jam, does get snapped by ace queen. This is why we were I was thinking that something like this might happen. And that is a ladder for us. And now we are heads up for a trophy. But we are at a 4-to-1 chip deficit here. 5-to-1? No, 5-to-1 chip deficit. Good luck, good luck. We're not folding 2 suited cards. This is GG. GG. Preemptive GG. I don't know about that. Win with the pair of deuces. We win with the pair of deuces. All right. First blood goes to us. We call a 3-bet here with king queen suited after opening. Flop is ace 7 deuce rainbow. Check back. We bet here on king 7 deuce. Took it down in a non-raised pot. Just fold here. King queen of clubs. We call the turn. Not a huge fan of this river, eh? Fold. Let's raise here with jack 10. That was queen 4-4. Fold the turn. I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy like float and then bluff, like, because we have a heart and a spade, like tempting, but let it go. Fold 8-7-0. Yeah, 5-1 chip deficit is pretty rough, folks. Limp ace deuce. Limp fold the ace deuce. Blinds are up. Defend the 9-3 suited. We flop a pair. Fold. Giving up a lot of pots here, but I don't. The angles at which we have to fight for him is pretty uncomfortable. This player not raising a ton from the big blind. We'll try limping here, 9-4. Chop it up with 9-3. Defend the queen 9. Ugh. Come on. Oh, we are not like necessarily smashing flops here, folks, are we? Jack might be scarier than a bet in some situations like this. Ugh. Unfortunately, this is very one-sided. Get a double and give me some playable chips again. Come on. Pocket sevens. This could be a jam. Yeah. We're all in pocket sevens, folks. Limp fold. Limp Queen 9. Suited. Had like Jack 10. Now we beat the sevens with just a queen kicker. But they've got a king. We've got a boat. I don't think as much as our stack can threaten theirs, I don't think we get a fold if we try to bluff out a king. Even if we know they have a king and we think maybe we could try to get them to fold, I think that's crazy. Ace king here, we raised big pre in the $3 curtain call. Flop is 7-5 deuce. Turn is the 4 of diamonds, which when this player's blocker betting is fucking terrifying. 10 big blinds David versus 107 big blinds Goliath. Good God, these cards. Where's this in my other tournament? What the hell? I'm in the $3 curtain call. Got aces here in the $3 versus top pair. What? All right, I guess we're getting back in there. I gotta walk. Only way I can win a pot. Oh my God. We need a spin of ages. It's not coming from hands like these, folks. It's not coming from hands like these. Oh my God. Like I can't jam an 8-5-0. The fuck are we doing here? 10 deuce, like what the fuck are we doing here? We're getting a walk with 10 deuce. They're taking pity on me. The fact that they're not like jamming like every hand when I limp is like insanity. We've made a straight. We win the pot. I have a pair with Jack Deuce. I have 3 of a kind. We win another pot, back up to 10 bigs. That's enormous for us. Got ace jack here versus ace jack and 10-5. Chopping up a bounty in the $5 PKO. Stan's still in this one? He is. Shocker. 7-6 suited. We jam. We get it through. A7-0, we call off. A7-0, we jam over a limp. We win that one as well. Seven three suited, we're gonna limp fold. Not staking my tournament life on 4 high. We'll limp fold the 9-8. Rear suited, we probably got to limp call that 2.5, but 5 high. They're really good at picking like when I have like lower than a 6 as my big card to jam. King deuce has got to go. King high for 7 big blinds for my tournament life. We're called by queen high. King high, we're ahead. King deuce versus queen 3 for the tournament life in the mini super high roller. There's a queen on the river. I mean, we were very, very card dead here in the heads up match, and came in, you know, with a big chip deficit when we got heads up. We were always going to be an underdog to win that, coming in 5-1, but it felt like they kind of let us have a chance. They weren't, you know, bullying me a whole lot, but the cards just didn't play nice. Cards just didn't play nice, folks. I do have like little spots left, but I was just turning the stream on to try to capture the trophy win. Sadly, we fall one short for the second place here. That's 2 second places in trophy events, I think, this series. But should be a profitable evening and thus a profitable series. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to try to sweat and see if I could get a trophy. Unfortunately, we don't get a second one. We end up with second place for $984 in the mini super high roller. It's still a good performance. I'm still very happy with the cash, of course. And it's a good way to cap off the series, but you guys know I wanted it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it here. I don't think I'm even going to rate anybody. It's just a few of you tuned in for this. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Trophy miss, but there will be more opportunities in the future. Good night.